Alright, this is a quick and dirty on how to put the new hot end together. First step, remove all the supports. This does require supports just because of the geometry. So I just used a Prusa slicer, paint on supports here and in these holes here. And that's all the supports that are needed. For the pogo pin, I used some heat shrink and soldered these on, but before you solder this, make sure you have the nut on the shaft. Then this part will slide into here. And you should be able to work the rest of these into position. And the wire will fit through this gap. And then the whole thing seats. And then seat the pogo pin into the slot. And I used these M10 or M310 screws. And you want to make sure the heads of these are flush so it doesn't let the pogo pin adapter sit back too much, otherwise it won't connect properly. So it looks like that. Make sure that's clear of debris. To tighten this nut, just sort of hand tighten as much as you can. Then I just took some vice grips and grabbed a hold of it nicely. Then a big screwdriver to finish off the tightening. You don't want this to be too loose, otherwise when you screw and unscrew your vape coil to this can come undone and twist wire, so that's a bad practice. So make sure this is plenty snug. So here's the new part. This has a different method for delivering the airflow. This sleeve is going to keep the air that's coming from the pump in this chamber, and to keep that from just totally being an air leak, there's a little hole in here, and this is your tube adapter. So it should be a snug fit into this area here, so the air will come out on the inside of this chamber. So the hose goes into this little rubber gasket here. I just secured it a little bit to keep it from wobbling around, not coming out so easily. And the final assembly, make sure your air vents are open. Screw it on, and then put the gasket over top of it. Now to refill it, you use this handy dandy stand here. I got this from the local vape shop. It's called a Chubby Gorilla. I don't know if you can see that. And it's a squeeze or push to open top. It's got a little vent at the top that will make it easy to refill your vape. First time you have a new coil, you want to make sure you wait at least 10 minutes before you use it. And you don't want to overfill this. And plug the end of the hose so the air doesn't leak out. Of transporting your wonderful Bad Motivator, I have a stand for filling it and a travel case so that you can put it in your gig bag. I probably would still keep it vertical, and then you can pull it out and put it in your droid using this as your handle.